You
Right,
had a
Justin.
second question,
I'll make it
Justin.
quick. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is for Sean. I think that one of the beauty of the show is kind of to hear the behind the scenes. And so when there's something like SNL where whether it's Trump or Sean Melissa McCarthy even played you, is that something that shows up on your guys' radar? And like, do you guys talk about it, or like do you just blow it
What,
off?
what
Or
do you mean, you guys?
well,
Like,
when you're back in the administration,
oh yeah,
like Trump or anybody else, that like the whole team, anybody that's brought into any of that.
oh hell yeah. I mean, yeah, I would have my DVR set to find out whether, like when you program, you can tell something's a repeat or an original episode. And so I knew if it was new, it was Monday would suck.
And what'd you think
Uh,
of Melissa doing you?
I think the first time was funny. It was sort of like, all right, dude, you deserve a little of this, like, well, whatever. And then, like I said, I'm a really funny person. But
I can attest.
but I will say that I felt like there's a difference when someone tells a joke, like, is it funny or is it mean and vitriol? And I thought what happened afterwards. And look, it's a free country. Do what you want. I don't care. I mean, like, but my point is that I think that, like, if your goal is to be funny, that's one thing. If your goal is to try to be mean, um, so they have every right to do it. It's a free country, but I think they crossed the line of being funny to just trying to be mean after the first one. Um, like I said, that's their call, but I think they've really lost, like they've lost, like, back in the day, a lot of the impersonations they did of folks were funny. And now it's all about, like, how to just literally advance a political agenda. And that's to their detriment, because I think, like I said, and I'm glad that Melissa won an Emmy, as me. So it's like I kind of have an Emmy, but not physically have it.
And
So
did Trump feel the same way?
um no, I think he, again, same thing. Once it crossed a line, um, he, like, he's got I think Trump's got an amazing sense of humor. And he can tell some pretty funny jokes. But like I think he started to feel the same way, which is, this isn't funny. Like, they're being mean to us and trying to play it off as funny.
And
Um,
I can tell you, I have never known a politician that I've worked for who's been parodied who does not pay attention. They're
oh yeah.
consumers of their image, their brand, anything that's said. And usually, if somebody proactively says, "Oh, I didn't pay attention," that is the ultimate clue. They absolutely pay attention.
Yeah, I wrote a whole thing about this, in my, just, it was definitely a game changer in my life. Not necessarily for the best, but it was so.
Well,
Mahalo.
you're being very gracious, Sean. Anyone who's we've
Funny
all
and
been,
gracious. I'm gonna add
yes,
that to
we've
the
all
bio.
been made fun of, and it's we all laugh it off, but then there's a point at which it's hard to watch, and few people actually go through it publicly. So good
All
for you.
right. Thank you for getting up early, Justin. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.